I still remember the sound of his laughter when they opened the coffin. It was dry, cracked, and came from a mouth that shouldn't have been able to move. I come from a small town in Nigeria, not far from the old palace ruins. My uncle used to work as one of the palace guards back when the king was still alive. I was there the day everything changed, the day we found out who the real prince was. The rude prince everyone knew was named Hade. He grew up in gold, loud and cruel. People said he never walked past a poor man without spitting. I saw him once slap a blind beggar for touching his shoe. The king, old and sick, still loved him deeply. Everyone feared him, even the elders. Then there was this young man called Kunal. Poor boy. He used to fetch water for the palace staff, always quiet, polite, and walked with his head down. He lived with his mother in a small mud house by the stream. Nobody thought much of him. One day, the king fell very ill. The elders started talking about who would rule next. Everyone knew it would be Hade, though most people prayed otherwise. But a week before the crowning, something strange happened. Hade went missing. His horse was found near the edge of the forest, saddle torn, hoof marks everywhere. The forest was thick and dark, a place our parents told us to never enter after sunset. Some said bandits got him. Others whispered that the spirits of the old kings took him away for his pride. 3 days later, a search party brought back a body. It was Hade's face, no doubt, but the skin was grey, like wood soaked in water. The elders buried him quickly. That night, while the town mourned, Kunal came to the palace gate. My uncle was there when it happened. He told me Kunal's clothes were dirty, his hands shaking, but his eyes looked strange, like someone who had seen too much. He said, "The prince is not dead." "I am the prince." Everyone laughed. My uncle almost beat him for saying something so foolish. But the queen, weak and pale, asked that he be brought inside. She looked at Kunal for a long time, then fainted. The next day, the royal priest told a secret that had been kept for 20 years. When the queen gave birth, there were 2 boys. The first one, Hade, was born still, or so they thought. The second cried and breathed, but the priest mixed up the boys before the burial ceremony. The real prince was the one taken out of the palace, raised by the maid who felt pity. Kunal. Nobody wanted to believe it, but the queen confirmed it through a birthmark only she knew. The night before Kunal's crowning, thunder shook the sky. The guards ran to the royal graveyard because they heard noise, something like laughter. They dug up Hade's coffin. His eyes were open. His mouth was twisted, like he was still mocking someone. That same night, Kunal couldn't sleep. He said he heard footsteps outside his window and a voice whispering his name. He died the next morning, no wound, no sickness, just gone. The elders sealed the palace and said no king would rule there again. Sometimes when it rains, people say you can hear 2 voices laughing in the forest, one proud, one broken. I don't go near there anymore.